Hi, my name is Madeline Garza. I use she, her pronouns. I'm a senior at UH majoring in political science, minoring in law, values, and policy. So the 8 values results, I ended up getting libertarian socialist, very accurate. I do value world over nation and equality over markets to a great extent, and it was reflected in my results. When it comes to your political psychology, I did get solid liberal. Again, no surprise. I do identify myself that way, so still accurate. When it goes to biased, no surprise, I got left again. I do consume most of my media from Twitter and CNN, MSNBC, and NPR. A lot of those anchors I do follow on Twitter, so that's where I get my extra news source. But again, it is biased, so I understand why that bias came as left. So after all that, we can go to the articles and the video that I reviewed. For the article, it was the publics globally want unbiased news coverage but are divided on whether news media delivers. The key points was, as a consensus, 75% across the 38 countries do believe that it is not acceptable for media to be biased towards a party, while also being completely divided based on mainly who's in power on if the media is biased or not, and do they deliver in the right way. This is very important when it comes to journalism, when it comes to social media, and just mass media in general, because personally I believe that we should be the ones who hold the governments accountable, and it's hard to do that when almost half, depending on which country and depending on the party and their majority power, doesn't believe in what you're saying or just doesn't legitimize the message that you're trying to deliver. So they, and I quote, "The public satisfaction with the news media also links closely to trust in one's national government in a sense that economic policy is doing well, which reinforces that point." So for most countries, satisfaction with the media aligns with satisfaction on other country conditions. And it shows that, regardless of your political party, there's a lot of things that go into it, especially the trust in the government. So I think that's one main thing that we need to focus as journalists. Then in the video, breaking down the disinformation ecosystem around the coronavirus, they say that fighting disinformation, especially around COVID-19, is just as important as washing our hands. And I concede, this is so important. When you're looking for information to how to protect yourself, you need to have the right information so you can stay safe, so your family can stay safe, and society can stay safe. However, I don't think the way that they try to combat the disinformation is the right way. They say that we need to fact check with CDC and the WHO to make sure that we're getting the right information, but you don't see a lot of people actually doing that, and you can't expect or hold them accountable to actually going out of their way and spending extra time making sure everything's right. So I believe that we need to put pressure on Twitter, to put pressure on Facebook, and all these major media, corporations to be more restrictive and hold these people or remove them from the platform to keep this disinformation from spreading like wildfire and making sure everything is safe. So in the end, I think we need to put more pressure on them instead of just hoping that everybody does it the right way.